Hi Dede and Ray, I'm here at 90 Analisa. Apologies, I have a piece of paper over the camera just to make sure there's no water that gets on the camera lens. It's raining. This is 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and a little over 1,800 square feet, built in 1996, listed at 1.028 million. The first thing I'd say is, because this is a newer development built in the 90s, developers are just looking for land, and so it's one of those developments where a lot of the homes are really close to each other, so it kind of feels like a townhome, but obviously they're detached. And then also, because of the available land, you often are in spots like this where there's not really a neighborhood feel. As you can see, this driveway up to the property, it's really sandwiched between these homes and then a commercial building park over here. And so these are some of the things that will ultimately have somewhat of an impact on resale value because of its location to other types of zoning. Again, this is commercial here on the other side of this fence, and then over there, I'm not sure what's over on the other side of that fence, but that could be another construction site. And then as you drive in here, you can see there's construction going over there. We'd have to look into what exactly that is. Ideally you'd like to see that be other homes, but if it's again a retail or commercial shopping center, that's not necessarily a good thing for resale, but good for convenience depending on what kind of stores they are. But those are things that you want to look into. The draw of this is obviously going to be as we go in the house, and Dede, I know you've already seen this, but it's new and it feels like new construction. All of the finishes are good quality in this home, based on, again, what I can see and then even feel. So here we are in the entryway, and immediately you have this half bathroom. Again, just some of this detail, the trim tells you a lot about the quality of the home itself. So high ceilings here in the living area, so it feels again larger than the square footage reads. So we'll start over here in the living room. So there's really no kind of separate living / family room. So for 1,800 square feet, typically you would actually see that, but this here is just this one living room. But it's well kept. I've looked for many signs of settlement because, again, for these newer constructed developments within the first 6 to 7 years, it does settle. So I don't see any patching, so it does check out in terms of there not being any issues with house movement. So here's the family / living room with the fireplace that flows here to the dining area, which again has above average ceilings, and here to your kitchen. So again, just the cabinetries here, good quality. You can't really say these are upgrades because this is new, built in 96, so a lot of this is, you know what, actually it could have been upgraded, because the 90s, late 90s is when they started to move away from the traditional 90s look, which is like, a lot of gold trim, a lot of it looks cheap. So this could have been updates, but we'll find out in the disclosures how much of this is new. But again, everything is well maintained. So here's the kitchen, and then moving out here, this again, I've mentioned this before, this is kind of like dead space here. Even though it's an entryway, there's not that much you can do right here. So this is all staged, but functionality, what do you use this for? It could be maybe a small desk or something, but it's ideal. And I'm just pointing this out for context, but a perfect home, and I don't know if there really is a such thing as a perfect home, but you want to maximize all the space possible to make it actually usable and livable. So here's a closet. They have security system here already built in, and some of the newer technologies like a Ring doorbell, which has a camera. So here's the garage. Garage looks good. As you can see, this is a finished garage, so it's all, the walls are all enclosed and the ceiling is not exposed. So that's good. I don't see any cracks in the garage, which is actually pretty common and normal, so that's good. And then we'll move upstairs to the bedrooms. So a lot of recessed lighting, plenty of lighting in this home, which I believe are LEDs, or no, those aren't those are floods, but I think there are LEDs downstairs. Okay, so let's start in the master. All right, so big, wide master. Let's see, what do we have? We can see on the, okay, so that other side of the fence is actually a parking lot. From when I was outside kind of trying to see over the fence, you can see that's a parking lot. So again, that's not ideal. Both from just like privacy factor and then resale. Okay, and then the master bathroom. So there's a hot tub, or sorry, a spa, which can be a hot tub with hot water. Big mirror, double vanity. It says button for hot water circulating pump. Oh, so you push this button and there's a circulating pump. Not sure exactly what that is, but at some point we can find out if you are, further interested. And then the toilet. So they have these cabinets here. I don't know if this is staging, but it's definitely not attached. So these are movable, but they did try to. I've seen a couple of these now. When I walk out of the room, you'll see another one. But it kind of feels like built-in cabinet / storage, but not fully. Okay, so not fully because they're not attached to the wall. Okay, so here's the walk-in closet. This is a little interesting. Just again, something small. I hope I'm not boring you, but cedar is often used. This is cedar wood. Cedar is often used in closets, usually on the floors, in the closets. Usually you see it on the floors, not necessarily on the wall, but cedar is used to deter from insects or moths, etc. It's so that it doesn't eat your clothes. So that's good. It looked a little odd though to have that cedar wall. And then we'll move into the two other bedrooms. So that was master bedroom number 1. Real quick, we'll peek here into the laundry room. This is a nice laundry room. It's upstairs, away from the living areas. There's even a sink here, which is nice. They put in some built-in storage. So a nice laundry room, and then here's the second full bathroom. Again, all this is good materials. Shower probably needs some updating. So this is a one-piece. Again, I mentioned this before. These are good to just make sure there's no water intrusion underneath, but it doesn't always look the best. So this is something you could upgrade at some point. It's just the bathroom shower / tub stalls. Okay, and then again, the final 2 bedrooms. So here's bedroom number 2. I know you guys won't need this, but they have these window bars for safety for kids. You can take those out really easily. Unscrew. So there's some built-in seating here in the windowsill, but again, not the best view because it's just commercial. I believe those are dentists' buildings, so dentistry practices are on the other side of that fence. So you can see, your views outside are either going to be your neighbors, which are close together, or commercial buildings. There's a good sized closet here in this room. And then lastly, the 3rd bedroom. So same size, just on the other side of the hallway. And here you are, a view of your neighbor next door. And then here's another seating area with looking out to that commercial park. So, all right. So again, good separation, living areas to bedrooms. All the bedrooms are upstairs. And good to have this, downstairs, high ceilings. Just walking through the home, it doesn't really feel like 1,800 square feet, because it does feel pretty small, even though it's a double level. But if you just kind of from here to look out to the whole width and length of this floor and just the house itself, it's actually not that big. And then you just have the second level, which is the same. So in this price range, you should be able to at least have a home, and I don't know how important it is to you because we haven't talked, but you should be able to get a home that's going to have, a very clear distinction between family and living rooms. This one just has one big living room area. So the fence is in not great condition here. There are no HOAs, so, that's something that you would have to replace over time. It's already looking a little weathered, and then you can kind of see. I'm not wearing any shoes right now, so I'm not going to go any further here outside. But again, with these type of developments, you're going to basically pay for the newness of it, but it's a very small lot. And this yard is, kind of an example of that. You don't have much of a backyard. And in just my personal opinion, if you're going to be spending $1 million on a home, it'd be good not only to have just a good living area, to have both a dining and a living room, but also to have a good yard, which this particular one doesn't have. But it looks nice inside, right? Because it's good quality materials, good finishes, and just everything looks new. Okay, so I will try to record a video for Marshall tomorrow. So by the time you watch both of these, you'll probably have both of them. But we'll continue to evaluate properties for the next potential bid. Okay, thanks, Dede. Thank you, Ray. Bye.